Okay, let's look at statistics. Let's start with pie charts. 240 holidaymakers name countries that they had visited. The results are given below in the pie chart here. So we're asked to find what is the size of the angle x. So we simply add all the angles that were given, okay, and we take them from 360 to find that x is 45 degrees. Now we're asked how many people visited Portugal. Well, Portugal occupies 60 degrees out of 360, so the fraction of the pie chart is 60 over 360 times the total number of people. 40 people visited Portugal. What country was visited by most? Well, what country was visited by most would be that country with the largest piece of the pie. That's Spain at 120 degrees. And what country was visited by 1/4 of the population? Well, 90 over 360 is a quarter, so that must be France. Okay, which two countries combined account for half the holidaymakers? Well, we could say that 360 degrees, half of that is 180, and if we add Spain's 120 to Portugal's 60, we can see we've half of the people, or half of the pie, visited Spain and Portugal. Let's look at a histogram. 30 motorists were asked how many kilometres they had travelled. So we have the distance here, and we have the intervals 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, 80 to 100. We can see that 6 motorists travelled between 0 and 20, 12 between 20 and 40, 7 there, 4 and 1. And just remember that this 0 to 20 means greater than equal to 0 kilometres and less than 20 kilometres. So we plot our histogram like this, keeping the bars together with our class intervals here and our frequency on the y-axis. Okay, and I always like to number, from this case 0 to 20, I put my 6, and then I put my 12 and my 7. It just makes it easier after. Okay, the first question is to find how many people travelled more than 40 kilometres. Well, it's these people here. 7, 4 and 1 is 12. What's the modal class? The modal class has the highest frequency. This is 20 to 40. In which interval does the median lie? Well, 30 motorists were asked, so the median value would be the average of the 15th and the 16th values. Okay, so where do the 15th and 16th values lie? Well, they must lie in this class interval here, because the first 6 values lie there, and then from 7 to 18 are in here, because 6 and 12 is 18, and then the 19th value is here. So the median is in this interval here. Okay, so it lies in the 2040 interval, as this is the one I have it here that contains the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th values in ascending order, and the 15th and 16th. So the median would actually be the average of those two. Okay, we're asked to plot a stem and leaf diagram. So these are the points scored by the Dragons basketball team. So we're to complete the stem and leaf. So we should be fairly skilled at that at this stage. This is your stem and this is your leaf. Okay, so find the range. The range is 99 minus 49. It's 50. The median score, well, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 scores. So the median is in the middle of those, is the average of the 10th and the 11th. Okay, remember I would say n is 20 plus 1 divided by 2 is 10.5, so it's the average of the 10th and the 11th. So I count up the 10th and the 11th scores, and I get 73 plus 78. Okay, it's the average there, and that gives me 75.5. Now find the lower quartile Q1. Okay, well, I've an even number here, so I draw my line between the 10th and the 11th, and I see that I've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of data to the left of the line. So my average is actually, sorry, my lower quartile is the average of the 5th and 6th. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 is the average of those two. 65 plus 66 over 2 is 65.5. If I find the upper quartile, I see that on this side of the divide of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'm looking really to find the median of these 10 bits of data. So in this case again, it'll be the average of the 5th and 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, average of those two of 88 and 89, that's 88.5, and the interquartile range then is Q3 minus Q1 would be 23. Okay, so there's 19 student grades here. This is the STEM and Leave. Find the median. So I'm looking for the median. I can see that I've 19 grades. So the median should be the 10th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then I've said 9 one side and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 values either side of my median. Okay, so the range then is simply the largest number, 84 minus 22 is 62. Q1, in this case now, because I don't have that division line between two numbers, I kind of covered that up with my thumb, if you like, and to find Q1 I need to find the median of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 values. So that's actually going to be in the middle for either side of the fifth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my Q1 is 47. And again, to find Q3, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 values on this side. And I'm going for the fifth. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 67 is my Q3. My interquartile range is 67 minus 47 is 20. So be careful with that. In one example there, our median was the average of two values. Okay, and we counted back and forward to find the median of the rest of the values. And in this case, our median was bang in the middle of our range of values. So in this case, I can put my thumb over that and count the values either side of that. Okay, I include these in the count for this type. I don't include in the count for that type. Anyway, question 6. These are speeds. There's 21 in total. Always count how many you have so that when you do your STEM and Leave, make sure you have 21 bits of data. Okay, I always go straight to find the median just out of habit. So if I have 21 bits of data, I know that my median should be in the 11th position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 29. And to find Q1, because that's in the middle, because it's an odd number here, I covered that up. Okay, I have 10 bits of data. It's going to be the average Q1, the lower quartile is going to be the average of the 5th and 6th, 16 and 17. Q3, the upper quartile is going to be the average of the 5th and 6th this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, so 38 and 42, and that gives me 40 kilometers per hour. Don't forget my key here, so my interquartile range there is 40 minus 16.5 is 23.5 kilometers per hour.